Yes, again, I learned this from the bank. There is no point spending more marketing money trying to get new customers. Okay, spend your money first, making sure your existing customers are happy, and refer students. What work in every country for referral program, member get member, varies. It varies depending on the culture of the country. I mean, in Thailand, for example, where people Buddhist, if you tell them, okay, I'll give you some money if you refer a friend, yeah, I mean, they like it. They say, okay, money is good, but they feel bad about it. They say, I should not get money for referring a friend, especially for education. So what we realize is, if we had to change the program to, look, you get some money and your friend gets some money also. Your friend gets a discount. Therefore, after that, they feel better. So you have to adapt to each country. I mean, in Hong Kong, it's different. In Indonesia, it's different. In Vietnam, it's different. So my recommendation would be have effective referral program, okay, but don't think that because this referral program works in this country, it will automatically work in all other countries. You need to adapt to the culture. The other thing I learned is, even though you have a good member get member program, it's not easy for the salespeople to ask in a systematic way. And I learned that in the bank when we try to train our tellers, for example, to propose credit card or to tell their existing customer that they see every week, by the way, would you have any friend who would be interested to join the bank? They don't like to do that. You know, they're not trained for that, and they wonder, why should I do that? They feel uncomfortable. So it's really how you educate your employees and you make them realize what they do is a good thing. Okay? It's not that we are asking you to pester your customers. It's because you are taking good care of your customer and you give good service, and naturally, okay, they should refer their friends. And if you ask in a polite way, okay, and it's good for the friends, there is something for the friend, then it happens. But for sure, it's not automatic. If you expect your employees to do it systematically, I think you will be disappointed. So you need to have programs where you tell your employees, we should expect so many referrals from our existing customers. Give them targets, give them benchmarks, so they know. Like at Wall Street, every month, 40% of our new students come from existing students. And we have a benchmark, it's 1% per month of the total number of students that should be referred. And then why 1%? Well, everything is measured. It's okay. You have so many new students, you have so many old students, because they meet their new students more often than their old students. Every time you meet a new student, then you have an opportunity to ask for some names. How many names can you get per existing student? And then what is your conversion ratio? So everything is calculated in a logical way, so they cannot say, it doesn't work. And then, of course, you have to measure behind the results, so you can go back to each employee and tell them, good, you've reached the benchmark, or you are above the benchmark, congratulations, or you are below the benchmark, why? Okay, and then we train. But as long as you have fair benchmark and people understand the benchmark, you have a good chance to reach your target if you monitor. Then every year you try to improve the benchmark. So my recommendation would be train your employees, have fair benchmark of what you can expect, okay, and then proactively focus on this loyalty program. At Wall Street, we have one lady. Her job is to make sure every centers reach their referral target and renewal target, and she measures on daily basis what are the results, center by center, salesperson by salesperson. So it's really done scientific way. So that's one thing. Now, to help the loyalty program, you need to know all the time how your students feel and also how your employees feel. And do maybe the employees first, because if they feel good about the company, you have a much better chance than they feel comfortable promoting the company and asking their customers, I'm sure you're happy about Wall Street, why don't you bring some of your friends? But if they don't feel good about the company, they'll hesitate, they'll say, oh, I'm not sure I want to ask that question. So I would say the number one priority is make sure your existing employees are happy, understand what the company is doing, and of course then do the same thing with your students. So you can do at Wall Street we follow a program, it's called calculating the NPS, the Net Promoter Score. You ask 3 questions. One is on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to recommend one of your friends to work at Wall Street? That would be for the employees. And based on the score that they give, you say, what do you think we should do so your score would be better? Okay. So it's very simple. It's not a long questionnaire. 1, 2, 3 questions. Excuse me. Then all the people who gave you a score on 9 and 10 are promoters. All the people who give you a score of 0 to 6 are detractors, and 7 and 8 are neutrals. Okay? And you calculate the percentage of promoters to detractors. And hopefully you have more promoters than detractors. So if you have more detractors, then they will tell you what they think you should do so they become promoters. And then you have to start acting on this. And you can do the same with your students. You ask them on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to refer a friend to study at Wall Street? And you get your Net Promoter Score. Then what we do is we've developed what we call an engagement program, where we say thank you for giving us the answer and the suggestions. Now let's work on the suggestions. And then using social media tools like Facebook, and you can have some special program on Facebook, you start engaging with your employees and you start engaging with your students. And you start asking them, how can we improve this? But at the same time, you don't just ask an open-ended question, you give them some choice that you know you can implement. But you let them decide which choice they think is the best. So really they feel part of the company. They feel like, okay, I'm building this company with the management. That's why it's called an engagement program. It's very powerful, it works. But I would suggest that people who want to do that to hire a specialist, because if you don't do it well, you can create a lot of damage. Meaning you ask a wrong question, people have some expectations, you cannot fulfill the expectations, and then they get disappointed. So hire a specialist on engagement program, and you'll see dramatic changes in 6 months to 1 year. As soon as people realize you care, and you ask for their opinion and their advice, they'll start respecting you, liking you, and if they see that you implement what they recommend, they'll love it. So to summarize for loyalty, I would say you have to explain to your employees the benefit of loyalty. You need to give them some benchmarks so they know the kind of result they should expect, they should get. Okay? You have to measure, and if they don't reach the target that is the benchmark, then you need to retrain, or you need to change the people. Constantly do some NPS survey to find out if people are happy or not happy, do you have a positive Net Promoter Score or not, and then keep engaging using all the beautiful tools we have now, like Facebook, Twitter, and all the applications you can have on Facebook. I think if you do that, and you build the brand of being fair, you deliver your vision. People will notice that. As you know, you can never over communicate, and this is why don't communicate too much, but communicate on a few key principles. What are your vision? What are your values? What are you trying to achieve? And show that you sincerely care, both for your employees and for your customers. I think if you do that, and then you have a well-organized loyalty program behind, you have a very good chance to have happy customers, happy employees, and a reasonable marketing budget, because you don't have to attract new customers all the time, okay, at an expensive cost.